Hello, everyone, to another version of the Red Zone. And this isn't just another version. This is playoffs, baby. Let's get rolling. And we got a special version today. We actually got two games for the wild card with the Giants, with the throwbacks. And then I have Jesse here with me for this Giants Buccaneers game. Jesse, how you feeling tonight, man?
I'm feeling good. How are you tonight?
I am doing pretty well. And then we also have, and we're not going to jump to his game just yet, but we have Ben, who'll be my color comm for the Saints and Rams game. Ben, how you doing today, man? Ben, you're not talking. Fail.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, guys?
That's a good start. All right, so we are here in the Giants, and they went all solid colors, thinking there might be some snow. That's just respect right there for those guys. It's respect for them not wearing all whites because it's just a douche move. What do you think, Jesse? Are you excited about this game?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this game. Got Tom Brady coming back to playing for the New York Giants, the only team he's ever lost twice to in the Super Bowl, and playing his former team. And you also got Justin Pierre-Paul playing his former team as well. So I'm excited for this matchup here.
Handoff for Mayfield. Ronald Jones outside. He's going to go ahead and tackle down for a 4-yard gain. Think Connor coming out hot with giving two gifted subs, one to Bauman XX and one to me. I'm finally subscribed to my own channel without having to pay. Thank you so much, Connor. And it looks like the Saints-Rams game is just now joining in on the lobby, so we'll be joining in that game at some point, but here we are still in New York as we've got Baker Mayfield that was acquired in the offseason in shotgun formation. He's going to go ahead and send Ronald Jones out side to the slot here. Looking like it's going to be a slant. 3rd and 7 here. Big third down already in the game. Only drops 3, but here comes the pressure. He's going to go ahead and throw it. That was a tough catch, but O.J. Howard able to get that for the first down. Jesse, did I lose
Yeah,
you?
OJ. Nope, I'm still here. Sorry. OJ Howard, great catch by him. He's having a terrific season. Just got that superstar dev a couple games ago, so look at him to be a good big target for the Buccaneers.
I don't mean to put you on the spot. Do you have any idea what his abilities are?
I think he's got short out elite, and that's it because he's only 84 overall.
Makes sense. Godwin gets the immediate throw there on the vertical route, and it's going to be a big first down there. As the Rams and Saints are now in the lobby. This looks like they're about to start here shortly as the Buccaneers go ahead and get over midfield.
Yeah, one player to look for on this Giants defense is rookie Derek Theory. He's taken first round, 25th pick. He has 14 interceptions on the season, so look out for him.
And I think that's good for third or tied for third in the league. I think the league leader was the NFC Defensive Rookie of the Year, which was Stephen Cooper. He might have been Defensive Player of the Year too. I'm not sure, but he had, I think, 16 interceptions on the year. Big year for two rookie linebackers as we get a 1-yard run.
Yeah, I also believe that Theory also missed a couple of games due to injury at the beginning of the season. So for him to bounce back and have those interception numbers is pretty crazy.
Yeah, definitely an amazing job to get it off here as Baker Mayfield's going to go ahead and hand it off here to Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley, who is just way overpaid here in the offseason. We're going to hurry up. I'll get your thoughts here in a second. We got a 3rd and 7 Mayfield in the shotgun formation here. He's going to go ahead and change the play here. It looks like and this is another big third down here on this drive. He's still in the kind of the edge of field goal range here. Let's see if he's going to be able to go ahead and make it a little bit easier or get the first down here. He drops back. 4-man rush. He's got Y open. He throws it to Y. Todd Gurley able to go ahead and catch that one. Runs up field. Can he make one man miss? No. He's going to be tackled down at the 13-yard line. Big play by Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, Todd Gurley just added to this, star-studded Buccaneers offense. He's going to joins the running backfield of Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette too. So it's interesting to see if they're going to split any carries.
Todd Gurley gets a handoff there. He's going to be able to get nothing there on first down. And I got to ask, Ben, do you have anything on Dan's stream? Because this is black for me.
Yep, likewise. I was just about to say the same thing. So I'm hoping we get that up here shortly.
That's why I asked for Kings. Anyways, go ahead and if you could message them for me and just let me know what's going on. As we've got a red zone opportunity here for these Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay last year had a season to forget as they went, I think, like 4-12, and now have found their way to a 10-win season and get into the playoffs as Ronald Jones gets the handle, makes one man miss. Ronald Jones in the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, Ronald Jones, very elusive. He's got one of the started out the Madden cycle with one of the highest juke ratings in the game out of all running backs. So no surprise that he was able to make one player miss. More surprising, though, and a miss there in the extra point. But it's even more surprising to see that the Bucs are able to score in the red zone against the New York Giants. Normally, they have a pretty their red zone defense is pretty stingy whenever it comes to touchdowns allowed. So, very good play, very good job by the Bucs to be able to score very early on the first drive there.
For sure. That's a one-on-one tackle with a very elusive running back. So that's tough for anybody to make that tackle. But great job by Wozy to get off to a good start. But then missing the extra point. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him, as we're going to see this New York offense for the first time in the postseason. I think they have Saquon back. They do have Saquon back, because they have the GOAT Tom Brady in a pistol formation here with Barkley in the backfield. Usually for Austin, that means it's some sort of RPO or handoff, and it is going to be a handoff to Barkley, who's going to try to bounce it outside, but he is taken down there. I can't tell who it was, but that's going to be a 1-yard run.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley this season with another MVP candidate season, 1,400 yards rushing, 21 touchdowns on the ground. I mean, it's hard to stop this guy once he gets going, so it's going to be key for the Bucs to try to keep on getting tackles like that for short yardage or for tackles for loss.
Brady drops back, and he's going to go ahead and dump it underneath to Evan Ingram. Plenty of room. Evan Ingram going to be taken out at the 40-yard line, and I see that that stream's up. They just unpaused for me, Benjamin. So we'll get over to your game here shortly in a minute once they kind of get rolling here, and I can see where they're at on the field. But right now, we still here in New York with Tom Brady in a pistol formation, and the Bucs are just stacking on the box right now. I think they got 9 guys in the box, as they just now made an audible to make it just 8. Just 8. Like, that's not a lot. As 6 seconds left, he is going to go ahead and hand it off to Barkley on the counter, but Shaq Barrett able to go ahead and bring him down for a big loss. 2nd and 14.
Yeah, great play right there. Tackle for loss, 4-yard loss. That's going to be the key for the Bucs if they want to try to stop this offense. The offense for the Giants runs through Saquon Barkley. It opens up the pass game. So for the Bucs to have a tackle for loss, that's huge. They need to keep on doing that, keep the momentum going, and try to snuff out that run game quick.
And we're going to bounce over to the Rams and Saints game here with Ben, because they actually now crossed over midfield. Rams did as a handoff to Balaj. Balaj now gets it on the 37-yard line. Ben, how did they get to the spot?
Yeah, so we saw a nice pass over the middle to Quez Watkins against a cover 2 look where the middle linebacker couldn't get fast enough. Just to recap on what we didn't see, Saints first play from scrimmage, a long touchdown. Not exactly sure to who. I'm going to go ahead and assume through the air.
Yeah, probably Bright. Knowing Dan is probably your boy Bright, as Kaysen does a play action there. He's going to dump it underneath to Brown. Marquise Brown had a great year as he gets laid out by Gardner Johnson there, as we have our first injury here in this game. Marcus Davenport, former first-round pick, gets hurt.
Yep, aired out offense from the Rams. On display so far with Quez Watkins and Marquise Brown, 2 of the staples alongside George Kittle, who maintains the middle of that field.
And Jesse, I think you have an update for us. Something happened in the Buccaneers game.
Yeah, absolutely. Tom Brady drops back, goes deep, is picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting, and ball brought back to the New York Giants 45-yard line. Here is the Bucs get the ball back, looking to drive and possibly score again.
As Kaysen does an RPO out to Quez Watkins, loses a yard, and it looks like Davenport has a high injury risk, but Dan says we're going to compete, puts him back in the game. As Kaysen's going to be in shotgun formation here, it's going to be a handoff to Balaj. Balaj is going to go ahead and try to bounce it outside. Balaj has had a lot of woes in the playoffs. Let's see if he can make up for it in this game. 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and I think starting running back for the Rams, guy from the Eagles, now superstar Dev. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he is injured, got hurt back.
Me neither. I know he went to Penn State. God, what is his name? As Kaysen drops back, he's going to dump into the flat underneath the Kittle. Kittle, former 49er, able to go ahead and get the first down there on 3rd and 8.
Pretty good patient read right there. You had a couple guys maybe up the seam.
Miles Sanders, that's where it is.
There it is.
I could not think of it for the life of me. As now the Buccaneers are also in the red zone, but these Rams are closer. So we're going to stick with this game, bro. Jesse, keep us updated on that one as Casey's going to go under center here. 2 wide receivers on the left-hand side. It is an RPO. Not a great read, but Watkins with that speed able to go outside again. Laid out by number 32 is going to get down to the 5-yard line.
Yep, against that 4-3 defense, you can get some of those RPOs a little bit easily. It looks like Dan switching up the defense this time in a 4-4.
And off the Balaj up the middle. Balaj able to go ahead and get that first down, and it rolls over to be taken down to the 2-yard line. So it's not going to be a first and goal at the 2.
Kalen Balaj right up the middle. We've seen that before in the playoffs, especially against Dan. See if he can punch it in.
Toss out to Balaj. Balaj, plenty of room. He's going to be able to go ahead and get in easy for the touchdown.
Doing what Ocho couldn't, King, with the toss left to Balaj for the tutty.
We are now back here in New York as it looks like Jesse's going to go ahead and give us an update on what happened in the red zone for this Buccaneers team.
Yeah, Bucs started out hot. They had 2 first downs, a 4-yard run. Started out with a 4-yard run from Ronald Jones. Then Chris Godwin finished it off. Then another 5-yard run by Jones. Gurley only gained 1 yard on the following play, and then they were snuffed out there on the third and 4th to make it fourth and 4. Run up the middle, nothing there, so they had to settle with a field goal.
Perfect. I'm going to get to the chat real quick. Realist G says nothing better than while high than listening to your voice commentate over some BL football. You must be talking about Jesse. And then a couple sub BL with Morty. What's up, Morty? Morty of the gifted sub to ZZ Dominica. Thank you so much. We are back in New Orleans, seeing the New Orleans Saints offense for the first time here. And so, Ben, we're here at 2nd and 10 here. What happened on first down?
Just short run over the right side. Nothing doing there. Probably going to see Dan air it out again.
Fletcher going to throw underneath the Hill. Hill able to go ahead and get that one. He's laid out there by the defensive back, but he's able to get the first down.
Yep, little quick out to the tight end. Nice, easy pickup. First down. Gotta be a little careful with those backup tight ends running and getting hit stick.
Connor says, how much toxicity can we expect from King if he wins this game? Will we have to boot him? Fletcher drops back. We'll answer that question in a second. Throws the Hill underneath. Daniels tries to strip it, unable to do so. Another good gain there by the tight end.
And there you have it again. Once again, King being aggressive, going after that ball with these ball carriers for the Saints who maybe don't have the highest carry rating. I like that strategy when you're playing against somebody like Dan who can light up the scoreboard. Try and force some turnovers.
That's the end of the first quarter in the Tampa Bay game. What is that score there, Jesse?
Currently, it's 9-0 Buccaneers with New York Giants sitting on 3rd and 6 at their own 29 right now.
All right, and I'm guessing based on Fletcher's stats that it must have been a big run by Kamara to get that touchdown, or another running back. But it's still 7-7 here in New Orleans as Fletcher has the ball right at the 45-yard line for the Rams here as he's going to head and make an audible to Michael Thomas. He's going to send McDougal inside just a little bit here as we got about 4 minutes left in this first quarter. It is going to be handoff to Kamara. Kamara's going to try to get to the edge there, but he's going to be brought down by number 39. Able to get a good chunk of yards there on first down.
Another shotgun handoff to Kamara. Wouldn't be surprised if that's how they scored the first touchdown. You see he's got 94 yards on the ground and the lone touchdown for the Saints already.
Fletcher shotgun formation here, 2nd and 4. We now have a bunch of viewers. Appreciate y'all being in here. Alex says King always plays on aggressive strip. Yeah, I always see him going for those. Fletcher gonna throw it deep to Bright, triple coverage. Bright not able to bring that down. It's a Connor. 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that was great recovery from the middle linebacker who lined up on the right side of the defense, if you're on the defensive side, and was able to drop back in time to recover against the 93 speed Marquise Bright.
Might be, I think that's about right. And Jesse, something just happened in your game. Give us an update on that.
Yep, the Bucs were able to force a 4th and long after a Lamonte David sack. They punted away. Ronald Jones, nothing on the return. And then Wozy there with an interception to Brian Poole on the edge, putting the Giants in pretty good field position at the Buccaneers in Buccaneers territory.
That sack is going to put them out of field goal range. So we're going to go back to that New York Giants-Bucs game as the Giants, after that interception, Jellisu was just telling us about how the ball 2nd and 7 to the 42-yard line. As keep us updated on that game, Ben. But right now we are here in New York with Jesse as Tom Brady's in a shotgun formation here in 2nd and 7. It is going to be a play action. He drops back, had a man underneath to the left. Here comes that pressure. He does see him eventually as Shepard able to go ahead and catch that one. And that, honestly, and I'll get your opinion on that here in a second, Jesse, but I hate when the guy on the sideline, as soon as you throw it, they decide to run inside into danger. I mean, do you have that experience a lot with Dwayne Haskins?
I mean, with Dwayne Haskins, I'm just happy if he completes the pass. I mean, a lot of off-target throws there, but I mean, definitely it's a risk for a fumble if you don't go down immediately, you get leveled by someone, especially like Devin White, fast, aggressive player. So very frustrating thing that happens, but sometimes always not that big of a deal.
Ben, you got an update for me?
Yeah, huge play right there. Saw King come out in that power shotgun run formation that you a lot of times see the inside zone. Here he comes with it again. Was able to hit Kittle down the right sideline for a game of about 35 yards.
Brady's going to hit Barkley outside on a screen. Barkley able to go ahead and get to the edge and gets out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Actually, let's see. Taint says, I just want to say this was a great idea and is running so smooth. You got to give the credit to Ben. This is actually Ben's idea. My idea to do the red zone, but Ben's idea to do it in this fashion. So thank you, Ben, for doing that. And then thank you, Jesse, for also joining us as Tom Brady is going to be in shotgun. He's going to send Barkley outside. It looks like it's going to be the opposite screen, but we got Devin White with all that speed, brings him down for a loss.
Yeah, Devin White, one of the fastest, if not the fastest, middle linebacker in BL. He's all over the field. He already has 10 interceptions on the year. 4 of them returned for touchdowns. So very impressive player who was able to snuff out the reverse screen there.
Let's see. Bauman says, let's go Wozy. And Connor says, Wozy's a very underrated linebacker user. I think Wozy in general is an underrated user as he throws it outside to Hines. Hines going to be brought down for a loss. And I think Ben now has an update for me as well.
Yeah, we saw backup running back Henderson, who is a Ram in real life, of course, right up the gut on going right into the teeth of a run blitz and just brought down to prevent a touchdown.
And we're actually in New Orleans. Hand off to Balazs. Balazs is going to get to the edge. Does he have enough? No, he's going to be brought down to the 2-yard line. We're going to flip between games back and forth to make it a little bit easier. So now we're back in New York, and we'll get your thoughts on that play here in a second, Ben, as Tom Brady's going to go ahead and drop back, rolls to the right. He's going to throw it underneath to Barkley. Barkley's going to go ahead and go out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. And I hate to cut you off, but we got Kaysen underneath and under center here. And that's going to be end of the first quarter. So we're going to go back to New York. Give me your thoughts on those couple plays there, Ben, while we're still waiting for the Giants to hike it here.
Yeah, a couple big gashing run plays, typical King fashion here. I expect him to try and punch it in here from the 2-yard line on 1st and goal.
Jesse, you got an update for me?
Yep, Giants stopped there. Saquon Barkley ran out of bounds, 4th and 2, so they go ahead and take the field goal. About to give the ball back to the Buccaneers, making this game 9-3. Tampa Bay.
Balazs gets a handoff and gets nothing there. It's going to be a 2nd goal at the 1-yard line. And we got an injury to the right tackle, Havenstein. Ben, what do you got?
Yeah, that's one of the better offensive linemen on this Rams O-line. So that's key for both the run and the passing game. Almost looked like Balazs was going to roll in on his back there and get in the end zone.
Probably a stretch here from Balazs if I know King well enough, but I don't. So it's going to be a handoff to Balazs for the touchdown.
Way too easy. Running the last 4 plays of the drive in the red zone. That's safe, that's smart, and effective from King. Gotta love that.
We are back in New York as it is a 9-3 game. Wozy, who is the heavy underdog in this game, up 6 points here halfway through the 2nd quarter. Jesse, how has Wozy been winning this game so far?
He's just been limiting the New York Giants' time of possession and their offense when they are on the field. I think the only time they crossed that 50 was on that Brian Poole interception at the beginning of the 2nd quarter. So just got to keep the ball out of the Giants' hands and not let them feed Saquon Barkley, and you're going to have a pretty good game. And that's the game plan that Wozy is following right now.
McSorley with the stretch outside to Gurley, and a desync has occurred in that game. That is tough. You don't want to see that in the playoffs, and there's just nothing you can do. So we're going to go back to New Orleans here and let them figure that one out as Fletcher's understanding here. Connor says, I hate that from here, Austin. You have Saquon, and you kick a field goal there. Maybe just wants to get some points up. Brutal for the desync here as Kamara gets a decent chunk of yards there in the 2nd and 7.
Yeah, nice coverage there from the Rams, only allowing the little check down to Kamara. Also, a nice decision by Dan to take that check down. I've seen a few short routes here from the Danimal in the passing game, trying not to be too risky.
And off to Kamara underneath, but Gentry was there waiting for him in the hole, and that's going to be a 3rd and 5. Woozy's in the chat says this is sad. Woozy, let me know what you guys are going to do. Tate says Jesse's looking for work now. As we've got 19 viewers in here, so I appreciate everybody coming in here. Let's see who we got. We got Alex, we got Bauman, we got Connor, we got Dan, we got Ryan, we got Let's Do This, we got Lucky Charm, we got Morty, we got the Realist G, we got Taint, and we got Ben just tuning and listening to himself. As Fletcher drops back, he's gonna be sacked there for a big loss. 2 big sacks in this game, one by Ebucam, one by Leonard Floyd. Good job there by Los Angeles.
Yeah, just wanted to tune in to catch a little bit of that other game if I could. That desync, man, that hurts. That hurts for Woozy. What a start he was off to over there.
Yeah, I just, there's nothing more frustrating than that. You think EA, they'd be able to figure out in a cloud-based franchise to be able to save progress and let us pick it up where we left off. I just don't get it. But here we are, nonetheless, Kaysen in shotgun formation as he's got 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Neither one of them is Miles Sanders. I don't think I've seen Miles Sanders yet. I'm assuming he must be hurt or something as Brown gets the handoff here and is going to be brought down for no gain.
Yeah, so I think I mentioned earlier, Sanders was hurt in King and I's matchup in, I believe it was week 15 or 16. It was about a 2-month injury, so I don't think he'll be back unless King makes the Super Bowl.
Kaysen throws it to the flat underneath the Balaj. Balaj going to get that first down and more, and then be brought down by Roberts as oh, you got an update for me, Jesse?
Yep, another desync has occurred, unfortunately, as soon as I started getting it going.
And it is going to, according to Wozy in the chat, it's going to be a full restart for that game. I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of that, but it is what it is. I like that they're out there to compete.
Respect that in the playoffs. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Playoff football. I mean, I'd be taking any. I would be taking any points that I could get, especially whenever.
Underdog,
yeah, I mean, 9-3 game, already halfway through the second quarter. I mean,
especially when stats don't matter. Especially when stats don't matter. He gets it as he throws, and oh my goodness, there, not able to pick that one off.
Almost saw a Moss situation too there from I think it was Hollywood Brown.
Yeah,
man, that was a risky throw though. I don't know if I care for that one too much, especially on first down from King there.
Stretch to Balaj. Seen a lot of that from Redacted as we're going to see a few yards there on actually only 1 yard on 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and for the aired out offense that King has had, one tendency he has to do is if he makes a bad throw on first down, just go to the run on second down. When you get short gains like this, sets you up for really tough 3rd down situations.
Kaysen drops back, only a 3-man rush. Kaysen's going to go ahead and throw it outside. Can Kittle make the play? He does. Kittle with the touchdown.
Oh. Wow, George Kittle going up against 33 for the Saints there. I'm not entirely sure who that is. It may well be Marshawn Lattimore's replacement, costing the Saints huge right there.
As the Rams now take a 21-7 game here against the last year's NFC champion and Super Bowl loser. So, both games, while one is doing a full restart, this one, both of the underdogs coming out hot in this game as we watched Morty beat Justin earlier when he was underdog. The only underdog that hasn't won today, Connor Rice.
Yeah, and of course he only did it for the good of the league in the commentary booth.
Yeah, he had that game, but he just decided that he was too much of an asset here for Better League Network. As Fletcher drops back against this man-to-man defense, Bright able to use that speed to get to the edge. Bright going to get a little bit more, makes one miss, a little bit of stickiness there. He's going to be taken down by number 29, and after he gets a huge play down at the 42-yard line.
Yeah, actually like that from both teams. King's got to try and mix it up. He's got to get some man in there every now and then, but that was great read by Dan. Nice stick work too. And then a little hit stick in at the end from King. Got to be careful with those.
Connor says, don't hurt me. Lucky says, Taint threw 81 interceptions this year. Did he actually? Fletcher drops back. He's got B and he's got X. A little bit of everybody as the patented Dan Lowball there, able to go ahead and get the first down.
I'm not even sure he needed to. If he had read that a split second earlier, he may have been able to get some rack yardage as well.
Dan's always going to play. It's weird for as aggressive as Dan is in Madden, he's so conservative when it comes to catching the ball. A lot of possession catches, a lot of low balls. As Kamara not able to bring that one in, and that's probably why he's so conservative when it comes to catching.
Yeah, that's a very unusual drop there from Kamara. Normally extremely sure-handed out of the backfield. I think that was, is it Nate Gary, the former Eagle?
Yes.
Linebacker for the Rams. Same one who recovered against Bright on that deep shot earlier.
Yeah, he's been a great player for the Rams. Somebody that nobody wanted in free agency except for the Rams, it seemed like, able to pick up a superstar linebacker that I guess it's because his overall wasn't very high. Nobody thought they'd get that second ability unlocked, maybe, that they just end his age. They thought that he wouldn't get there, as it looks like the Giants and Bucks just got the kickoff here, but we'll check into that game as soon as we see something here, as another big sack from this team. Takk McKinley able to bring that one down.
And how about this entire Rams defensive line getting it done? That's the third sack that they've gotten on third down by 3 different players.
Great job by this defensive line with so much speed with Ed Buchanan, Floyd, Takk McKinley. So we're going to go back as Taint tips $10. Taint, thank you so much. Usually you can type in a message and say something, and I figured Taint would have something smart to say, but he did not. So we're going to go back over to New York Giants now, and we got a 2nd and 9. Jesse, you got your tea, you got a little break in, so your voice should be good now.
Oh, yeah. Right off the bat, the New York Giants get the ball. Tom Brady with looked like it was going to be a fake orbit screen, rolls to the right, a very risky move, looked like he was going to scramble, and then tosses it to Barkley for only a 1-yard gain.
Is Wosey's stream freezing for you? Oh, as now it just went black. Wosey, for somebody that streams as much as Wosey, I feel like he always has a problem.
Stream's still up for me.
Is it? Okay, well then it did it on my multi-Twitch and on my main stream. So let me go ahead and refresh it. We're good. So Tom Brady's going to go ahead and double underneath. I'm seeing Barkley going to go ahead and get that one. He's going to go right over midfield, and he's going to get tackled down by Lavonte David there.
Yeah, great middle linebacker duo for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with both Lavonte David and Devin White. A little combination of old and young. David's obviously been in the league for a few years, and then Devin White, I believe this is only his 3rd season. So great linebacking duo by those two.
Brady drops back. He rolls towards the blitz and throws it to Evan Ingram, and Evan Ingram on the sideline.
Yeah, it's a tough drop there. I mean, he would have been able to possibly get 3-4 more yards off that before being tackled by David. Drops something that we're all familiar with, especially this season. I don't know if it's something with the slider, or if it's sliders, or if it's something with Madden itself.
Don't say the S word.
My bad. Asterisks.
Exactly. As we got a handoff here to Barkley, who had an open hole, but JPP able to go ahead and bring him down there. Update for me, Ben, on the Rams drive.
3.5 for the Rams. Pretty conservative first couple of plays on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, looked like they had an open man over the middle, but key drop there. Big opportunity for Dan.
All right, we're still here in New York as Tom Brady has the ball right on the 39-yard line. It's a big 3rd and 6 here. Looks like we're going to get a cover 1 from this Tampa Bay defense. Going to be thinking this is Evan Ingram territory usually, or Saquon Barkley. Slayton would be the wide receiver I think he'd be looking for, if any. But usually it's going to be Ingram or Barkley as they're both open. But he throws to Slayton, just overthrows it, something you don't see from Tom Brady a lot. And that's going to bring us to a 4th and 6.
Yeah, no surprise there. He's going to Darius Slayton. You look at the New York Giants stats for this season, Darius Slayton was obviously the wide receiver 1. He had 1,285 yards receiving and 12 touchdowns through the air. So no surprise there that Brady goes to his favorite target. But like you said, very surprising that he did overthrow it. We're
back here in New Orleans. Jesse, let me know if that field goal, actually the field goal is up, and it is good. So that's going to make it a 3-0 game for New York, as Dan, with the blurriest stream I've ever seen, throws it to a corner route, I believe, to Michael Thomas, and able to go ahead and catch that one for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think that was an all-natural corner, if you will, a non-wide receiver apprentice corner, that is. For a big 1st down after a sack on 1st down, set him behind the chains.
Dan drops back. Fletcher going to go ahead and roll to the right, and then he's going to be hit on third. Sorry, not on third down, but hit there as a big loss. And that's something Dan always says. He's talking about pocket awareness, but he seemed to immediately slide to the right there. Not usually Dan-esque on that play.
Well, I think he wanted the deep post and just tended to slide to the right with the right-handed quarterback and the deep post going right.
Kamara able to go ahead and get the handoff on 2nd and 10. That looked like the Falcons offense, except for it actually was successful run on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, spot on right there. And Kamara is absolutely gashing the Rams on these inside zone run plays. But seems like King is satisfied with just sitting back there in coverage.
As Fletcher makes a few adjustments, drops back. He's got plenty of time, and again, slides to the right, throws it to Kamara. Kamara able to go ahead and get that first down and more. And it looks like, and again, you've mentioned that Kamara was beating him up the middle in his inside zones, and I feel like the Rams are just playing too passive and just leaving all those dump downs open on the outside.
Yeah, and I mean, you can't hate on us too much because so far it has worked out for him. We'll see, though.
We'll see as Abdullah able to go ahead and get his first carry of the game for 4 yards.
Yeah, and a lot of time it looks like King is coming out in base defense for every play. And a lot of times when you have that in a passing set, you're going to have defensive backs that are nowhere near the line of scrimmage, or the ball, that is, leaving for these easy runs right up the middle.
Alex says, do I need to get glasses prescription for the Saints game? Is Kamara able to go ahead and get on 2nd and 6, get that big first down? Oh, and Jesse, I think you got an update for me there in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, after the Bucs got the ball, it was looking like it was going to be a 3 and out. It was 3rd and 8. Baker Mayfield drops back, finds Chris Godwin up the middle for a 30-yard gain and the first down, going into Giants territory.
Good read there by Fletcher, because I thought he was really tempted to throw it to the back of the end zone, but the user was just screaming for that user pick, and he dumps it down. He had the patience. What did you think on that play, Ben?
Yeah, he sure did have it for a split second, but probably smart play there, and he gets rewarded for it.
Touchdown, Amir Abdullah, as Kamara with a ruptured disc, and I believe that's going to be a playoff-ending injury if the St. Louis, if the New Orleans Saints advance, they're going to be without Kamara for the rest of the playoffs, more than likely.
Oh my gosh, that is absolutely enormous. We know that Dan is an air it out guy, and he does like his checkdowns, especially those little Texas routes and the quick outs to Kamara. Man, that's costly.
Wow. Wozy doing an ad for his stream. That's just pathetic. You don't see ads on this stream midstream here at Better League Network, just at the beginning. You can avoid those if you subscribe. Go ahead and hit that button for that subscription, hit for the follow, and then feel free to donate. We'd really appreciate here at Better League Network bringing you all kinds of connected franchise mode Madden games, as well as, during non-Madden times, we go ahead and play some other games as well. As I don't know what's going on with Wozy. It says he'll be back soon, as we're going to go ahead and stay here in New Orleans as they try to throw the wheel route there on 1st and 10, unable to do so with 28 seconds left in the first half.
Well, this is an interesting chess move right here by both users. Clearly, you're seeing the aggression come out from King, as it has been all year, the highest scoring team in the league. And he's got 21 points in the first half. I mean, you can't say he's wrong, but you also don't want to leave any time at all for Dan. You know he can get at least 3 easily.
Jason drops back against a 3-man rush. He's going to throw it deep to Brown. Brown's got the speed. He one-hand catches that. Brown, 4 more Sooner in for the touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. That's Marquise Brown. That is a staple of this Rams offense. It has been all year. And that could be the difference in this game. That is a huge touchdown at the end of the first half. We've seen that happen against Dan before. Can he bounce back, though, here? Still with 20 seconds left and 2 timeouts.
I'm really excited to see Dan losing in the first half, but I'm not excited against who he's losing to. Oh, man. And Jesse, you got an update for me? What's going on with Wozy's stream? Because it still shows me that it's be back soon.
Yep, so an update for that game. He posted in the Better League Network chat that Hero Austin requested that the stream be cut because the game was feeling too laggy. So we're no longer going to be seeing that game, but hopefully we get some updates after the game.
I'm sorry. So Austin, while he's a hero, that's kind of a bitch move. But that kind of pisses me off a little bit. Somebody who's not even streaming themselves is complaining about lag and tells the other person to stop streaming. I don't know.
Yeah,
In a playoff game, no less.
Let me get your thoughts on that one. I'll start off with Ben. How do you feel about that? Because I'm a little PO'd.
Yeah, no, I think that's a little bit soft, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
I need Big Alex to come out with the big guns and say they have to stream. Fletcher drops back, gets a 3-man rush. He's going to slide a little bit to the left as it comes the pressure. He's got a man on the sideline. He throws to the deeper one as, oh my goodness, intercepted here by number 57. 57 going to be brought down. Big play there to end the half as it's kind of just a really shitty punt in a way. And that's probably going to do it for the first half here.
Yeah, and another former 49er on that Rams team, Quan Alexander, with a huge interception that, really a half-ender, you would think. But who knows? With the speed that this Rams team had, they'll probably air one out here.
Jesse, you can go ahead and join us on this game here in New Orleans since your game is so charmin soft, as Connor would say. Coach Little needs to rally the troops at half, says Alex Goss. He needs himself a speech from, what was it, Women's Health magazine or whatever it was that you guys joke about all the time.
Yeah, I mean, pretty amazing to see Dan down at the half, especially in a playoff game. But Dan is he's kind of like Belichick, always comes out and adjusts after the half. So interesting to see what the Saints are going to be doing here in the second half.
Tate says Jesse is now the hot sideline reporter. Congratulations, you got promoted. You're now the hot sideline reporter. I can already tell, not Hero Austin, Scranston Austin says what? I don't know if he's saying what because of the score right now, or he's saying what about them cutting the stream. But either way, now we're at top viewers and we're actually missing the other game. So I'm very disappointed in that game not being streamed now. But it is what it is. Here we are in a good game with New Orleans and the Rams. I guess if you could I don't even want to ask Wozy or Austin to update us, messages. I would feel bad asking them to jump into Slack during a game, especially a playoff game. As Cason's going to go ahead and hand it off to Brown. Brown with all the speed, but he's going to be brought down by Haynes.
Yeah, maybe we can get somebody to at least check out, looking at their gamer card. You can get at least a quarter and score update at the very least.
I'm just very disappointed.
Yeah.
Very disappointed. Kaysen drops back. He's going to go ahead and throw it deep again to Brown, but Jenkins is there foot for foot. That didn't make sense. Step for step as Jenkins going to go ahead and intercept that one. Jenkins going to go ahead and bring it back, and that's going to be around the 46-yard line. Big play. Janoris Jenkins, Dan, does not get fooled twice.
Yep, and Janoris Jenkins, not the fleetest of foot, but had enough space there to recover. Let's see what Dan can do here in the second half. He has not missed a Super Bowl in almost an entire full cycle.
As he's going to head drop back and throw that one out of bounds. Jesse, what did you think about that interception play?
Pretty crazy that a player as old as Janoris Jenkins is able to say stride for stride with the wide receiver, but a good interception nonetheless.
Definitely a handoff here to Abdullah. Abdullah going to go ahead and get that handoff there. And Tate said earlier in the game, I'm not sure if I mentioned it as Abdullah scored. He said, great, now we're going to have to hear about all the heart Abdullah has all playoffs long. Apparently, Austin didn't hear what I said again. Austin, I didn't know if you were saying what to the score or what to what's going on in the other game, or maybe just didn't hear what I said. Hopefully you heard me that time. He's going to throw it to double coverage. Just Gary there's having himself a day. Intercepts it in the red zone there, and is at the 11-yard line. Big play by the Rams, and not a very Dan-esque play there.
Yeah, it looks like he had the post route.
Yeah.
It looked nice, but great usering and great coverage there from Gary, who's absolutely showing out tonight.
And off the Balaj cuts it back inside. If he didn't juke, I think it would have been a much bigger gain there. It was going to be brought down. What did you think, Jesse, again, of the interception play?
Nate Gary just having himself a very good game for the Rams and a very good season for them as well after he was brought over in free agency after leaving Philadelphia. They were unable to pay him because of their cap situation, unfortunately. But solid pickup for the Rams, and it's showing.
Definitely. He's got a wild card here as Brown's going to... You know what? That was a terrible read. Oh, my goodness.
He needs some milk.
But is able to hold on to the ball there. That was a really bad read, but able to go ahead and make a big play out of it.
Yeah, how about that? It looked like a counter sort of play on the on the Wildcat, but just the speed to outrun the defensive end who stayed home.
Balaj gets the handoff here, and it's going to be brought down, stymied, and it's going to be a flag too. More than likely holding on this offense. It is Graham Glasgow, the free agent signee in the offseason, gets that holding. 1st and 19 now.
So I think that's actually a huge penalty in this game because Dan, I mean, he's been a little shaky offensively. He needs some momentum in a big way. If he can get the Rams off the field with the ball here, 14, 20-yard line or so, he's going to get really good field position. Could be huge.
Absolutely. Kaysen drops back against this 3-man rush. I'm not seeing anybody. He's going to go ahead and run this one. Hopefully he's smart enough to slide. He does slide. Also, it looks like Haynes let up a little bit even before he slid. I thought he was about to lay him out. Jesse, what'd you think on that play?
Yeah, it definitely looked like he slowed up, which, I mean, if he was able to connect with that hit, it would have more than likely been a fumble. We all know quarterbacks carrying in this game is broken, and they fumble if they're breathed on the wrong way. So kind of interesting to see why he slowed up on that.
Ben, what was Kyler's fumbling like this year? Because I know that was a frustration for me last year.
Man, you would think it would be worse, actually. It was the fumbles in the pocket that were really killer. Seems like that's been a trend around the league.
Yeah, Wentz, pretty much any time he's sacked in the pocket, for the most part. I'd say 1 out of 3 times of the sack, he fumbles. 3rd and 5 here as a decent gain there. This is a stop that Dan absolutely needs. You don't want the Rams to just, because right now it's not only score, but it's also the time on the clock, and he's just going to go ahead and dump it underneath here as the stream skips a little bit, and then Kittle able to go ahead and get that 1st down.
I don't really care for that defensive play call from Dan very much at all. Totally gave out the short route there. I mean, I was just talking about how he really needs to get off the field, and seemingly just gave that one up.
Certainly did, and I'm having a weird issue with my screen for some reason. It wants to black out the corner there. Let's see if I can. Interesting. As we're going to see a handoff here, and it's going to be a few yard gain there by Balaj. He's had a decent game, 17 rushes, 74 yards, and a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, and I mean, that's really exactly what King needs because of all these weapons that he has in the pass game. Everybody knows what King can do in the running game. So as long as he can just keep Dan honest there, it's going to open up some stuff later on.
Oh, God. Connor just said King's doing everything right, to be honest. That's the kiss of death. Is Balaj able to go ahead and break a big tackle there. 84 just standing there like an idiot watching the running back run right at him as he's going to be taken down to the 1st and 10.
Yeah, I mean, this is just vintage King right now. I mean, little short passes and running the ball well. While meanwhile, he's got these just electrifying wide receiver options just waiting to beat him over the top.
He's going to hand it off to Henderson. Henderson gets to the outside, shakes off one tackle, and then brought down by number 44. Jesse, what are you thinking of this drive so far?
It's a pretty impressive drive, in my opinion. I mean, I think they started out with it may have been the second series of the drive where they were in 1st and 19 and be able to convert on that and be driving down the field in Saints territory. Pretty impressive.
Balaj is going to go ahead and take this one, and I think he's going to be short of the 1st down. I think it's going to be a 3rd and short. They might give it to him. They're not. It's going to be a 3rd and inches. Quick jump to the chat here real quick. Connor says King's doing everything right. The realist G, I think that's Sean, says because Marquise Brown over the top has him feeling dizzy. That's why Dan's soft underneath right now. And Lucky asks, is Sanders hurt? Yes, Sanders is hurt. As it looks like Dan's about to sell out for this 3rd and inches here on the run from Balaj, but Beal's going to have to cover 2 people there on the outside, and you see him adjusting. 8 seconds left. He's going to be able to go ahead and get this one off. I think he's just going to go ahead and stick with the run, and it's going to be a handoff to Balaj. Balaj, that's going to be tough. I think they're going to give it to him, though, and that's going to be a 1st and 10.
Oh, man. Fortunate spot. It looked like he had it easily, and then all of a sudden, 33, same guy who got mossed by Kittle early in the game for a touchdown, nearly made a huge play for the Saints.
Thank you, Golden Savage with 39 with the follow. We're going to see a deep pass here. It's going to be caught by Watkins, who's going to be taken down at the 1 yard line. Huge one-on-one catch there. Jesse, what'd you think of that play?
Very risky play, throwing it up there with one-on-one, especially with how Janoris Jenkins picked off that last deep one-on-one ball, but it looked like he had Kittle, I think, on the seam down the middle. He was more wide open than lost his name, the wide receiver that caught the previous pass.
Balaj is going to get the stretch, but it's going to be a holding there on offensive lineman. I think that's Blythe, and that's going to be a first and goal now at the 11-yard line. Golden Savage with the follow. Thank you so much. Can you all join my Madden franchise called Fun Franchise? PS4 and PS5 only. Connor says if you pay for my PS5, then yes. That's funny. And the little jokesters, and Lucky says, what's so fun about your league? It's going to be a throw at Watkins. Watkins is going to be brought down. You know, I'm not a big fan of the monster formation. I don't see it a whole lot. What are your all's thoughts on that formation?
I'm not a huge fan on it. Ever since it came out, I think it was in Madden 18.
Yeah.
I've just never liked it.
Casey going to be in shotgun formation here. Jenkins in a weird coverage here. It's going to be a handoff to Balaj. It's going to be taken down there. That was a weird tackle. Looks like Edwards had him locked up and somehow tackled him through the offensive lineman. He had the wide receiver on the right-hand side completely uncovered as he was using Jenkins to move him inside and just missed it. It looks like 3rd and goal.
Yeah, and this is a gigantic play. Going back to the play that got him down here that Jesse referred to, he had Kittle absolutely wide open for 6. If they don't punch it in and it's still a 2-score game, they have to kick a field goal. King's got to be kicking himself.
Easton drops back. Oh, that's a dangerous throw, but it's going to be a touchdown from Marquise Brown, who's just been the player of the game for this Rams offense.
Wow. And so as much as it hurt it potentially to not get that Kittle touchdown, by running 3 plays, they take another 2 minutes off the clock. You see 14-play, 89-yard drive, and now with 3 scores as we near the 4th quarter, all the pressure is on the former NFC champion New Orleans Saints.
Jesse, I mean, we were talking about that drive before, but after that, not getting in the red zone with Kittle, what are your thoughts on that red zone performance there by the Rams?
I mean, I think that was pretty good. I mean, the penalty, once that penalty set him back, you didn't know how it was going to go. You thought more likely he was going to end up with a field goal. But for them to score off that was awesome. That pass was put only where the wide receiver could get it. That he had to turn in to catch it, prevented the DB from making a break on it. It's a very good play calling there by King.
Fletcher now feeling it a little bit. He throws it to Hill underneath, who started off the game with 2 straight catches. Now you got to think Dan is thinking he's got to be a little bit quicker. Now he's got a whole quarter left. He's only had 86 yards passing? Wow. Fletcher drops back. He's got a few people open. He throws it again. Same kind of concept to Bright, who's going to catch that one out of bounds.
I love that concept on offense there. I mean, he had guys running all over the field. I mean, that's difficult to stop right there.
Tank says, hey guys, it was fun playing with you guys, but I don't have time for 2 leagues, and this fun franchise sounds more funner. Fletcher drops back. He's going to throw it deep into quadruple coverage, and somehow it falls to the ground.
Yeah, and I think that's a combination of A, being down, Dan trying to force it a little bit, and B, not having Kamara in there, as Abdullah is absolutely wide open underneath. Could have had at least 15, 20 yards if he had gone that way.
We're up to 24 viewer now. Thank you so much, everybody that's in here. Fletcher under pressure again, sacked down by Tack McKinley for his 2nd sack in this wild card round. Jesse, your thoughts on that play?
Yeah, just from listening to the game at the beginning with you and Ben covering and then now being able to watch it, this Rams front defensive 7 is just going off on the Saints, making their offensive line look like a bunch of practice squad players. I mean, that's 2 sacks now for Tack McKinley. I think Leonard Floyd has a couple, and then maybe a few more. I could be wrong, but great performance by this Rams defensive line.
Ben, do you want to do the honors?
3rd down, Fletcher over the middle.
Put your 4s in the chat. Come on, Ben.
Man, this is not the humble host. I'm thinking, what the hell does he kill?
3rd. As Bright gets that one. Actually, it does catch. It's going to be a 4th and 8. He's going to be going for it here as we are in the 4th, and I see the 4s in the chat from everybody. Yes, sir, CMass. As Connor says, yeah, sorry, Ben, I put you on the spot. I thought you might be able to get that, but oh well. It's going to be a 4th down here. This is the play of the game so far. Fletcher slides up. He's got a couple guys. He's just risking it all to Michael Thomas. Intercepted by Burgess. Big play there for Burgess, which doesn't seal the game quite yet, but definitely puts a big dent in any comeback thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really be too disappointed in that if you're Dan. You're going to give your guy, Michael Thomas, a shot there. Just couldn't come down with it. Big play for King.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting as King is going to go ahead and take the sack there. That could have easily been a fumble there, and he's taken down for a sack now at the 3-yard line, 2nd and 16. Jesse, what do you like him coming out passing like that in the shadow of his own end zone?
No, especially with King historically being a run-first user. I thought he'd come out definitely running the ball, but him coming out in the pass, that's kind of a surprising call.
Dan coming out, just selling out for the run there, able to still get a few yards now. 3rd and 13, and Greg Kittle injured, and that could be big because it looks like right now everything goes status quo. The Rams will be advancing here, and now Kittle is hurt. Hopefully it's not as bad of an injury as Kamara had, although Kittle looks like he's out there in the tight end position right now. So I'm a little confused as Kaysen drops back. He throws it deep. It's one-on-one coverage here. Can Brown make the play? He does not, as it falls to the ground, and now that interception really didn't matter too much as he ends up getting probably better field position after this punt.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the decision from King to come out, look at a throw on 1st down. If you got the shot, take it. If not, just choose some clock. Don't know about that last throw on 3rd down, but nevertheless, I mean, he's playing good enough defense where, you gotta kind of trust your defense a little bit here. As Kittle looks like going to be out for the rest of the game, if not longer.
So now it looks like that interception Dan just had really only costed him a little bit of time. So right now it is a 18-point game here. So it is a 3-possession game as Fletcher's in shotgun formation with a bunch to the left-hand side. And Jesse, I'll get your thoughts after this play here. He goes and drops back. 4-man rush. And here comes that pressure again. Throw out a sack, which falls to the ground. And that's been the story of the game, Jesse. But what's been up with this pass rush?
I don't know. They're playing lights out. They're playing like it's all their contract seasons. I mean, Leonard Floyd, Tack McKinney both going off. Rest of the defensive line also going off. So it's pretty crazy to see that, a defensive line getting to Dan this much. Normally he doesn't have to see that.
Fletcher gets the pass out to Hill. Hill gets it, and then Ruiz, former 1st-round pick out of Michigan, gets an injury there. Their right guard. I hate to see it, as we're seeing a lot of injuries in this playoff game here on a 3rd and 3. Fletcher in an empty sack. Good thing he's not playing Cody, or that'd be an automatic sack. Only a 3-man rush here. It's probably going to be looking for RB, but he's going to be hit. That could be intercepted. It is intercepted by a last name I can't pronounce. He's going to go ahead and take this one back down at the 45-yard line. And Dan, oh my goodness, not what you want to see from a former Super Bowl champion. And Connor, I think, said it best right now. Biggest upset in BL playoff history if King sees this through. Ben, your thoughts on that statement from Connor? Do you agree with it?
Well, quick shout out to my boy Cam, who upset Ocho last year in the playoffs. Maybe a bigger upset than this one, but nevertheless, I mean, Dan has not missed a Super Bowl since season 3 of Madden 20.
Wow. Jesse, your thoughts? Do you think this is the biggest upset in BL history?
I wouldn't say the biggest, but I would definitely say it's top 3. Everyone knows the type of player Dan is, and like coming into this, I'm pretty sure 90% of the league said that Dan was going to win this one.
Kaysen throws it out to Brown. Brown gets taken down there at the 25-yard line. The Rams still being aggressive here on this drive, and I kind of like it.
Oh, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. You get a touchdown here, this game is all but over.
Lodge, the handoff up the middle here is going to be taken down at the 24-yard line. Jesse, do you like the aggressiveness of this Rams offense here on this drive?
I do and I don't. I do because you got to put Dan away, and you got to make sure, because he's one of the better players in the league. He can come back and just make some crazy plays, and you got to make sure you put him away. But at the same time, I'm not for risking turnovers and possibly bringing Dan back into this game.
I guess that was a pump fake because it looked like he completed a forward motion of his arm, and then it just kind of came right back down to his body. I thought we were going to have a tuck rule there as he's brought down by Covington as we have a 3rd and 15. Ben, what do you think happened there?
I think that was a throw, just didn't quite get it off. Honestly, fortunate it wasn't a fumble.
Yeah, honestly, it looked like he did a whole forward motion. That was weird. Anyway, it's going to be 8 seconds left on this one, 3rd and 15. He's letting it tick, tick, tick down. I expect to see a run here, as it is going to be handoff to Henderson up the middle, try to make it a little bit easier field goal. He's going to be brought down at the 25-yard line. We're going to see that field goal unit come out here. And if it goes in, that's going to be a 21, if my math is correct, point lead for this Rams team with 5.5 minutes left. And I think Ben knows it better than anybody. Don't count out big comebacks in this Madden Ben, do you think Dan has the opportunity here to come back in this game?
No doubt in my mind. That's why I was saying I would love to see the aggression and the touchdown for the Rams. 3 scores, 5 minutes, 3 timeouts. Wouldn't put it past Dan.
Can somebody in the chat give me an update on the Bucks Giants game, whether it's checking the gamer card or whatever, or maybe it's in the Slack chat if you guys can check on that, because kind of curious what's going on in that game. As we're now up to 25 viewers, which is pretty good for us. Thank you all so much for being in here. If you're not already following the channel, please make sure you follow, man. We got a lot of different commentary like this. Game of the weeks, red zone style. Usually we have more than one game in a red zone, so this one was a little weird as we disconnected one game. Fletcher drops back. He's going to go ahead and throw it underneath, and I thought that if that was not as good of a throw, I thought that was going to be a pick 6 there, but Abdul able to catch that one for no gain.
Yeah, and how about Fletcher in his first career playoff game? No touchdowns, 4 picks.
Yeah, that's tough. You don't see that out of a Dan passing offense as Fletcher now throws it, and we could see a 5th pick here as no, it falls to the ground. Jesse, I'm gonna get your thoughts here in a second, but Mr. says Dan sucks now? Question mark. And little Alex says I think they both appear offline, so that's tough. Norman Grossman says little Alex. Jesse, what were your thoughts, man, on Fletcher's performance?
Yeah, he's not playing like the player that he was this season, and it could be a lot of that is Dan is forcing it, trying to make comebacks, and but definitely not the type of player we're used to seeing throughout the season.
And that'll happen. Too many adjustments there on offense leads to a false start by the offensive line. It is now a 3rd and 15.
And CMass, as I scroll through the Super Bowl history, I see 3 Dan Super Bowl championships and 0 for can you do your bleep?
Yep, I'm way out of you. As he throws it deep to McDonald on triple coverage. Now it's going to be a 4th and 15. I knew where you were going with that as soon as you said a pull up Super Bowl history. I had my hand on the button ready for it. Oh.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in Dan here on this drive, though, to be honest with you. 4th and 15. This is probably the game here.
Yeah, more than likely this is going to be the game here as Fletcher's going to send McDougal outside here. He's really going to be looking for Bright on that corner or the slant. And it looks like it's going to be the slant, but it's going to be tough. He's going to throw it to Michael Thomas. Why not? 99 receiver, but falls to the ground as the Rams more than likely. That will lead them to the next round of the playoffs, barring some sort of miracle here from the Saints team. Jesse, your thoughts on this performance by King here, who upset the Giants last year in the first round, in the divisional round, and now more than likely upsetting the Saints here in the wild card round. What are your thoughts on this Rams team?
I mean, they're playing lights out this game, and I don't think it's any surprise that in the NFC, Dan was one of the heavyweight users going into the playoffs. So knocking him off early that's just a tremendous job by King. If he can keep playing like this, I wouldn't be surprised to see him in the Super Bowl.
Taint says over P. Yikes, sorry, Ben. Hand off to Balaj here. Balaj bounces outside. Can he make that miss? He does, and that's going to more than likely seal it. Kalen Balaj taking this team to the divisional round and more than likely to San Francisco. Am I right on that?
I think it is possible. It very much is going to be affected by the outcome of the game that is not being
right.
seen
Yeah. I wish we knew what was going on. What just happened? Did he just concede? Oh, okay. No, it's just waiting for your peer. It's hard to read sometimes, Dan's stream. And I got to say, whenever Dan or anybody that's playing the Saints streams and the quality is so bad and the color of the New Orleans color with the white number makes it really hard to read what the score is a lot of the time when you're on mobile or stuff like that. I'm being nitpicky here. But anyways, Ben, your thoughts on this Rams team? And it's a division rival of yours. Did you see this coming?
Well, I kind of alluded to it actually after my last game against King, which, barring the upset from Cloud in a tight game that we played, maybe would have been the one loss I had this year. He's been really good, and I've played King a lot over the last couple cycles, and he's clearly improved. He's built an absolutely incredible team. A lot of people are giving them crap for trading away Aaron Donald. And to be quite honest, I can't really blame them because Donald has been outstanding. But Kittle's been great for this offense too, especially with those wide receivers that they have. Having Kittle in there also is just so unique to any other offense in this league.
And we got the backup in Birmingham who's just going to chuck it deep here, and Skinner had a chance for it and does not get it. Does Dan put all his backups in?
No, well, I think he maybe just subbed out a couple. And just real quick to go towards Connor's message that he had in the chat there, that I got to be loving this Super Bowl, et cetera, et cetera.
Hey.
Just want to give a quick shout out to Dan, though, because, I mean, well, yes, obviously this makes it, you would think, an easier path for some of the NFC teams. This guy, Dan, has made the Super Bowl for what, 6 seasons in a row coming into this year? I mean, you just finally got to give some love for that. The streak had to come to an end eventually. I mean, this is a great league. Users are going to catch up. To see it happen like this in the wild card and in a not very close game kind of hurts, but nevertheless, what a run.
And you got to say that I think his Achilles heel is the wild card round, because all those 6 Super Bowls he made, he never had to play in the wild card round. So the first wild card round he plays in, lost. Jesse,
you're absolutely right.
What do you think of this run that Dan has made with 6 straight Super Bowls, which looks like is now going to end here at that 6th mark? What are your thoughts on that run?
Very impressive run, and very, very sad to see how it ends in the fashion that it does. I have a quick update from the Giants Bucks game. I was able to get a hold of Wozy. He says that at the time, it was in the third quarter, 8 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. The Giants were up 20-10. He said that Saquon was going off. So probably Saquon's to account for most of those points, if not all of them.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a tough break when it looked like the Bucks in that first game were really kind of rolling there. Even though it was only a 6-point lead, it felt like there was a lot of momentum on that Buccaneers team. And they do a desyncing and do a full restart there, and this could be intercepted here. And oh, nope, it falls to the ground. We got a Connor by Alexander. That's going to be 3rd and 10. And, we'll see what happens there. If it stays the same, that would mean the Rams would go to San Francisco to face the number 1 seed. That bum that leads the 49ers there. As Birmingham rolls to the left, he's got X, throws it to X. Michael Thomas is going to go ahead and catch that one possession catch for the first down.
Yeah, and that game, I mean, King have kind of had his number recently, but that's going to be a close one. It was a really good game the last time we played. I expect another one.
And so after this game, maybe not directly after, but at some point after this game on Better League Network will be the Bears versus the Panthers, 4 seed versus 5 seed matchup. And that will be the last game of the night. We'll have one game tomorrow, time to be determined, I believe, for the Alex Bowl. Little Alex versus Big Alex, Chiefs versus Bills. And so that'll be a good matchup. I want to hear you guys' thoughts on those 2 matchups. Jesse, you can go first. Your thoughts on the upcoming games or remaining games of this wild card round: Panthers, Bears, and Chiefs, Bills.
Panthers Bears, I think, was going to be a great game. A lot of history there between both users. Little friendly rivalry that they have going on. Maybe it's a little bit more heated rivalry. I don't know. But then little Alex Bowl. Big Alex is playing lights out lately. Mahomes has been just red hot all season. But little Alex is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated users of the league. He can beat anyone in any given game, and in my honest opinion. So I think it's going to be a great game between those two. But I have Big Alex edging out Little Alex, not by much. I think he makes some adjustments after their last game. And between the Bears and the Panthers, for me, that's a toss-up. I mean, I feel like that could go either way.
Before you say your thoughts, Ben, King is in the chat already. The shout out to everyone who voted Dan to win. He says, y'all, just kidding, I love you all. Can't believe it. Little Alex gives a little heart to Jesse based on your thoughts there on that game. Ben, same question to you.
Yeah, real quick, King. You are the man. I mean, this guy, what a beast. what a huge win again.
And he's
as
just
far as
chucking it down deep. He just straight up says, throws it deep to Brown, but is incomplete. I'm not sure. And this is the part where, and I hate to cut you off here, but Dan is always somebody that just says, compete. But I wonder how he feels seeing the aggressiveness this late in the game.
You have to wonder.
You have to wonder. You
anyway,
can finish your thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to injure your quarterback
risky.
here.
Yeah, no kidding. But as far as the games coming up, I'm very, very excited for both of these games. Obviously, especially the NFC game being an NFC team. But that little rivalry
streams on, by the way. Sorry.
That little rivalry between you and Steele, CMass, is one that maybe not all of BL knows as well as some of those that were in GIT. I mean, it goes back a ways. It's fun. I mean, you guys are both good guys, but also both competitors. And, I know also you guys both want to get into a Super Bowl badly. So that ought to be a very entertaining game, and also an interesting matchup of one of the best defenses in the league against maybe the best quarterback in the league this year. Outside of the MVP in New England, I think you got to give that mantle to Wentz. Maybe a couple others would say that their quarterback was right up there, but I mean, Carson Wentz, hard to do much better than you did this year with him. And then as far as that AFC game, I mean, as much as I'm looking forward to the NFC game tonight, this AFC game, in my opinion, other than Cody in the AFC, these are the two teams. I don't know if I would say the best, but I would say have the best chance to win the Super Bowl this year, and they're playing in the wild card round, which is just amazing. It's going to be such a fun game between young Alex and Fuhrer Alex. So I can't wait to watch this game tonight, definitely, but very, very much looking forward to the game tomorrow night as well.
As Taysom Hill comes out in the game here, he's going to go ahead and get a little sticky there. Says in the chat, CMass over Steele changed my mind. I appreciate that. Spunky, my man, says CMass is Super Bowl potential. I don't know about all that, but I appreciate it. King says, them other games, I be Dan, y'all. I did it. I can't believe it. And then Jesse with the congrats King in the chat. I'm sure he appreciates that, as that game ends now officially. And I already forgot the score, but it was a lot to quite a little there as King seals that upset. Congratulations. What was he said that his stream was back on, but it's still showing me that it is not.
Well, he's able to stream in Discord, so I don't know if we're able to hop over to our Discord online and then be able to tune into his stream. He's screen sharing right now. He's able to cut the deficit down from 20-10 to 20-17. It's 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Wow.
Bucks ball right now.
All right. I will give this a shot here. See what I can do for this game for the Giants Bucks. Let's see if I can flip this over here. Discord. No. I don't know if it's gonna. We're gonna go with a screen share then. This is not looking good, by the way. Let's see, screen share. Why am I? Oh, display. There we go. Yep, that'll do. All right, there we go. We got the display up now, and you guys can choose to stay if you want. But and is there any sound to this?
I'm not hearing any sound. I think it includes his audio, so I think he muted his audio.
I got you. It's like old timer. I picked you to be 4th last season. Wow. Oh man, and this quality is tough to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad because I want to leave this on so people can watch, but I also kind of don't want to watch it. As bad. I almost don't want to reward. I want to reward Wozy for being creative and finding a way to put this game up, but I also don't want to reward here, Austin. I feel like I'm more punishing Wozy if I don't keep it here. So I'm gonna keep it here, and you guys can stay if you like. As Trace McSorley here does a quarterback sneak there, able to get nothing there on first down. I lost them both, so it's just me. So
Nope.
I'm with you, CMass. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still here. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good, Ben. Your thoughts on this game here, this 20-17. Obviously, it's hard to get your thoughts when we don't really know how it got here. But was he keeping it tight here, and he's going to go ahead and throw it up the field, and it looked like it should have been a catch there by 18, not able to go ahead and bring it in. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, wow, it just missed on the pass there. But I mean, you got to give Woj a little credit for hanging around. This is a really, really good Giants team that he's built up there around Saquon. Hero Austin has, and Woj, who a lot of people, including myself, just kind of brushed under the rug. I mean, he's looking really good.
So Taint says CMass is such a stream snob. I definitely am. I 100% am. Ben can back that up as well. King says, where's the Discord? I'm trying to hop on. Nobody give it to him. I do not need him coming in here, guns blazing. But congratulations to you, King.
Yeah, that censor button would probably get a workout.
I'll just be holding it the whole time, pretty much, as Barkley's going to be in a wildcat here. About a minute left in this third quarter. The Giants with a 3-point lead here, and it looks like the Buccaneers really playing for the run here. It is going to be a keeper for Saquon, and it's going to be brought down there. Devin White finally is able to go ahead and scoop him up, and that's going to be a 1-yard loss there. As you see the stat line, 24 rushes for 90 yards. I thought Rosie said that he was going off, but I wouldn't consider that a going off stat line. Jesse, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's could have just been a few momentum plays where Barkley was able to get down a couple first downs, and then the touchdowns obviously could have been, some crazy broken tackle animations we always see Saquon get. So who knows? But still, I mean, 90 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns in the third quarter. That's still pretty impressive nonetheless.
It could have been some catches as well, as we just saw him get a screen there for a few yards, going to make it a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, I mean, I told whenever I messaged Hunter for the update for the game, he said that Saquon was going off, and I said you just got to keep trying to shut him down, man. And he did a very good job of shutting him down that first snap of this series, and then snuffing out that screen, preventing it from going big. I mean, he's got to try to force a 3-and-out here.
Yeah, King really going off in the chat. Aaron Donald, the only reason it was close in the division last year. What is King doing? Quoting Connor Rice. Saquon, wide open. Whoa. Did he catch it? No, he doesn't. Now it's going to be a 4th and 4. That was a tough catch. I thought for a second there he did bring that one in.
And CMass, if you have any insight on how to get into this Discord stream, would be much appreciated. We don't have to tell Taint. He's probably going to sleep.
So when you're in the Discord, if you hover over Wozzy's name, there should be an option to watch stream. Or if you click on his name, it should say watch stream. Let me know when you got it. As Baker Mayfield's going to go under center here. He's going to send Howard and 18 deep. He drops back, clean pocket. He's going to throw it to Howard and just straight up overthrows him on that one. Jesse, man, what did you think on that throw from Baker Mayfield?
I mean, that's tough. I mean, it said inaccurate. I don't know why it was inaccurate. I mean, he had O.J. Howard wide open, like 10 yards on either direction. He had no pressure.
Got one-on-one coverage from Mike Evans on double me. He's got one-on-one coverage. Can he make the play? He does make the play. Mike Evans with a touchdown. Former Texas A&M Aggie.
Wow, big play there. I mean, able to take the lead now going into the fourth quarter. Pretty bold strategy by Giants there, by Hero Austin there caught. And let's see if it pays off for him, but it doesn't. I mean, single coverage and press against Mike Evans, who has the X factor activated. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how. Can you give me the bleep there?
Bleep. I did it.
Pretty sure that's how he who should not be named won a lot of his games last Madden. Was just getting Mike Evans in that X factor and just tossing it up to him a good amount of the games. So, yeah, kind of bold strategy by Hero Austin to be going into press with X Factor Evans.
Kalen had a breakout, King? I didn't even know you could get breakouts in the playoffs. When did that become a thing? As Brady drops back.
Never heard of that.
He says that he had a breakout, but he said he forgot. I don't know. I don't know if you forgot like 4 weeks ago or what. Little Alex says King is winning the Super Bowl. Spunky has so much faith in me, almost too much faith in me, but I appreciate it. Says CMass going to the Super Bowl. Oh, it's normal to star. I don't know how I got it. I was shocked. Yeah, King, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm calling bullshit or not. Hand off to Barkley here, wide open hole. Tries to bounce it outside for some reason, and he's going to be brought down. That's going to be a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I don't know why King's shocked. I mean, Balaj had, I think, 2 rushing touchdowns, close to 100 yards. I mean, that's not too surprising that he was able to get a normal to starve breakout dev, but who knows? Maybe he thought that Balaj wasn't having that great of a game.
And that's going to be a handoff to Barkley. He's going to bounce it inside. That was interesting. It looks like that the Bucs were able to blow that one up, but that's 2 straight plays that I've kind of questioned what Barkley's doing, or what Hero Austin's doing with Barkley right now, because it's really weird. It looks like he bounced it outside the previous play for I'm not sure what reason when the middle was wide open, and then that one I'm not sure what was going on. Ben, what are your thoughts on those last 2 runs or 2 possessions? 2 catches, whatever that Barkley had.
Yeah, no, the first one especially, it looked like he had a first down, if not more.
I don't know if I'm hearing music or my girl is singing, or I don't know what's going on, but I keep hearing music in the back of my head. And don't judge me, I'm using my kid's sippy cup, which is actually out of water. Damn it. But anyways, as they pause for whatever reason, so it's a 4-point lead right now for Tampa Bay. And Ben, I got to ask you, I mean, are you cheering for Wozy right now?
A part of me wants that game against King, just because I know it's going to be a fun one, and we know each other, and playoffs in the division are always a good time. Another part of me wants to just see chaos and a 3rd underdog upset in 3 straight games on BLN. I mean, you can't get more chaotic than that.
I just got a message from the coach, Maurice Little, that he wanted to do a post-game interview. I'm a little late to it, but Dan, if you're still in here, feel free to pop into the Discord, and when you get in here, we'll definitely do that with you. Apologize, I got to it so late.
I'm right here, CMass.
Oh, there he is.
I'm right here. I've been here.
My bad. You should have told me. Anyways,
no. I wanted you to do your thing over here.
My bad. Let me call this play here real quick, and then while I'm calling this play, Jesse and Ben can think of a couple questions that they want to ask you. So I'm sure they were already thinking about some questions they want to ask you. Is Daniel Jones here in shotgun formation on this big 3rd and 9 here? Absolutely want to go ahead and get this first down. He drops back with only 2 seconds left in the play clock. He drops back. He's going to go ahead and roll. I don't see anybody open. He's probably going to throw this one away. No, he riskily throws it. Riskily, probably not a word, as Levante David could have intercepted that one. He's not. It's going to be 4th and 9. Here comes the punt unit. I'll let Ben go first here as far as any interviews for GM Dan / Coach Maurice Little.
Daniel, I'll keep it quick here since we got a good playoff game here going down to the end. But first of all, just want to congratulate you on yet another great season. I know it's come to a disappointing end. Want to get your thoughts on 2 things real quick. First of all, how does it feel to finally have the run of Super Bowls come to an end? Or Super Bowl appearances at least. And then also, what do you think of King's chances throughout the rest of the playoffs this year?
Yeah. Honestly, Ben, I just texted Austin this 6 Super Bowls in a row in a very competitive league like this is impossible. And it's like pretty, impossible to maintain. And, all good things have to come to an end. And, this was a shaky season, very, very shaky.
I'll cut you off here. Ronald Jones breaks one here at the 30. He's going to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Ronald Jones, former USC Trojan. Now you can continue.
Yeah, Ben, I was just saying, I knew going into this season that my team was going to be the worst it was this cycle. The Saints at the beginning were very good, but I knew I had to make a couple tough decisions and had to bring in some young guys to develop. And I knew it was going to be a tough season, kind of bite the bullet here and develop my guys for the future. But the sliders killed me, I think.
Oh, no.
The sliders were I shouldn't say they killed me. They didn't very help me with my young quarterback, and I just never got a groove going. Never got a groove going this whole season. And I think the number one concern for my team was my best players, my two tackles, my left tackle and my right tackle. They couldn't hold a damn block. Secure protector couldn't hold a damn block, and I was very disappointed in how they played against Cloud, and absolutely disappointed with the way they played tonight. But I think the team will come back strong. Norman Fletcher's a good kid. He's going to be a great quarterback in this league. Didn't work out the way he wanted in this season, but I have full confidence that the team will be back. And obviously, props to King. He played a great game. I thought my chances were very good because King was a big passer this season, and I thought, I'd rather play a passing King than a running King. Mm-hmm. But I saw the running King tonight. Yeah. He completely changed his game plan for the playoffs, and I was a little blindsided by that. So props to him on that dominant performance on both offense and defense. It sucks that we're not going to be in contention at the end, but I just wanted to say a few words and just say how proud I am. Proud I am of the run, and proud I am with the way the Saints team is and will become. And that's all I wanted to say. And I think I can let you guys go on with the game. I think it's a good competitive football game going on the other end.
Before you go, as we just saw an interception by Antoine Winfield Jr. Get an interception for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I got to say that, to do what you did, 6 straight Super Bowl appearances in a league like this, I think I speak for most people, that I don't think that'll ever happen again in this league, where somebody will get to 6. I don't even think somebody will get to 3 Super Bowls in a row. That's just remarkable. So you got tip of the cap to you, my friend, on that one. Jesse, did you have any questions for Dan? Because right now we still got 5 minutes left in this game with 11-point lead. Did you have any questions for Dan before he heads out?
Yeah, just maybe 1 or 2 quick questions. I mean, like Ben said and CMass said, congratulations on all your consistent Super Bowl runs. Great thing there. We know that you're going to be back next season reloaded, and you're going to have more than likely make the playoffs again. Watching your game, it looked like the Rams pass rush was, a little hard to deal with. Was that something you encountered all season, or was that something you just ran into finally this playoffs?
No, it was a thing all season. It was a thing against Steele in my first loss of the season, and it was especially a thing against Cloud in week 16, and that really exposed the team. I think that really exposed a lot of things that I thought I could patch up, but it didn't work out that way. I think that the 2 most important plays that are not necessarily like absolute highlights were my third downs in the first half. I had 2 critical third downs, one just outside of field goal range and another on my end of the field, and they were insta-shed sacks. I literally could not get the ball off. That's how dominant the pass rush was, and they were off the edge. They were off the edge on my secure protector tackle. I think it was both tackles, Teron Armstead and Ryan Ramczyk. So I think I'm going to get the guys together. We're going to work on that this offseason. Maybe they just suck because I haven't been doing O-line training because I've been retraining my receivers and my quarterback. But we got to figure something out because they were a disaster at the end of the season.
And not only that, but there was another key third down in the first half where another quick sack held you to a field goal, and that could have made it, I think, a 3-point game if you had scored a touchdown on that drive. Seems like those early sacks really kind of threw Norman Fletcher off a little bit. He looked like he was moving more in the pocket than we're accustomed to seeing. And it really seemed to affect you throughout the game. And as you alluded to, hats off to King for taking advantage of that. I mean, if Madden's going to give you that, if you got to take advantage to beat the greats, and he absolutely did today.
Yeah, props to him. I think he's going to play you, Ben. Is that correct? Or is that
not looking like it anymore?
Yeah, not.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I don't know who King is going to play, but he's going to be very competitive. I guess the winner of Steel and CMass.
Great.
So
So
I really
CMass.
expect, So I really expect King to be very competitive. He obviously had a great game plan, and I think whatever he does, he'll compete. He kind of reminds me of the Tennessee Titans last year in the real NFL. Just ground and pound. With Derrick Henry. Obviously, that wasn't him in the regular season, but he kind of played Titan-esque tonight, and he completely dominated me. So props to King, and I hope I'll be back, and I know I'll be back. Just gotta get it together, and good draft, and on to season 3.
Dan, I said earlier in the stream that the wild card round is Maurice Little's kryptonite, and he just didn't know it yet. So
he didn't know it existed.
Yes.
I mean, he played 5 seasons, buys all the way to the Super Bowl. He's 6th season with a bye, and this is the first time he's ever
We
seen
did it, baby!
So
as Griffin gets the interception, sealing the game for Wozy to take him to San Francisco to
Give me Ben!
So props to King, and I could see Wozy's pretty hyped. So so
thank you, Dan, for coming on. Really appreciate it. It's a tough loss, but like you were saying, you got to give credit to King because King played an excellent game, and Wozy has played himself an excellent game here. And we came into this stream, and it seemed like Wozy, under the bright lights, once he knew that we were watching, all of a sudden started playing a lot better, and here also start playing not so well. Jesse, what were your thoughts on this all of a sudden change when we came in? They were down 3 points. All of a sudden, it's 34-20.
I mean, just from knowing Wozy for a long time and playing him multiple times throughout Madden, I know that if you want to beat Wozy, you got to break him down mentally. Like, if you give him any glimmer of hope, he's going to take it, he's going to run with it, and he's going to start building confidence. And that's what Austin did. I mean, Austin gave him a glimmer of hope, and he took it and he ran with it.
I love the chat. King is just all over a chat right now. He said Wozy must have broken a rule against Austin because Lucky says, I'm ready for the fireworks in the chat with King winning and Austin losing. It's going to be, this is all kinds of wild card upsets. The upset in this game, upset in the Kings game, upset in Morty's game. And is there anything else I'm missing? The only one that wasn't an upset was, once again, Connor Rice. As we're going to see a 4th down here, as he's going to go ahead and punt this one back. But this game is pretty much over here. Wozy, you in the chat? Are you in Discord right now? No. Okay. Ben, your thoughts on this Wozy victory here against Austin?
No, I'm soaking it all in because it looks like this is going to be the team that we see over in Levi Stadium. I mean, you got to give credit to Wozy because since we've turned this game on, and really when we had the game on before the disconnect the first time around, he was balling. I mean, he looks really good. I think this is going to be a really big setback for Hero Austin because, I mean, yeah, season 1, he looked great in the regular season. He looked really good. And then he loses to King, who obviously King is a lot better than people thought he was going into the cycle and even going into the season. But to lose back-to-back years in the wild card, a lot of people are going to be asking questions about the, playing in the NFC East and how, he doesn't really deserve all the success that he's had, which is, to be honest, it's not true. Hero Austin's a really good player who, in my opinion, I mean, because of a loaded division he was in 20 was the only reason he wasn't in the playoffs every year. But, I mean, wow, that's tough. Wozy, you got to give him credit, though. I mean, I don't think a lot of people saw this one coming either.
I mean, Austin can't even beat the 3rd best team in the NFC South. I mean, I'm just kidding. But but yeah, I mean, he's gonna have to overcome that. Like you just said, those exact thoughts. While you might not agree with them, that's gonna be something that he's gonna have to. That's gonna be a monkey on his back next year. There's a monkey on Chase's back. R.I.P. Last Madden, trying to get over the Alex in the divisional round hump, and now it's gonna be Austin just winning a playoff game. because we expect to see him in the playoffs next year, barring some sort of extreme slider change. But good on Wozy here, getting this victory here. And we may do a post game with Wozy if he comes in here. I think he's already in here, but if he decides he wants to do that, I'm looking on here, nothing good, just a lot of King talking shit, pretty much. So let me get the thoughts here real quick. Spunky asked me Ravens versus Steelers, real NFL thoughts. I think the NFL did pretty much the best they could do. It's kind of a weird situation when the Broncos were not forced to play, but they were like, yeah, you can play. But the Ravens wasn't. Like, I'm sure that there was a doctor reason for that. But the part that pisses me off a little bit, and I'm unbiased because I'm not a fan of either team, that they're going to be playing on, I think it's Wednesday now, and the Steelers are going to have to play Monday night, and then the Ravens are going to play Tuesday night. Why did the Ravens get an extra day? I know it's probably a TV reason, but like, why did the Ravens get to play an extra day of rest when they're the reason that have forced this? It kind of ticks me off a little bit. If I'm a Steelers fan, I'd be ticked. Same thing happened with the Titans, as now is happening again with the Ravens. So as a Steelers fan, that kind of sucks. But I mean, they get a little break here, not having to deal with all this COVID stuff as far as for their own team, but is where it is for in real life. But here we are in this game as Wozy's going to go ahead and kneel this one out with Baker Mayfield. And congratulations to Wozy, who's going to go ahead and advance, like we said before, to Levi Stadium there in the Bay Area in San Francisco, taking on the number 1 seed. And while this is an upset, if he were to win that game, it'd probably be an even bigger upset here. Wozy may be joining us, but we kind of already got the thought. Look at him getting a rare achievement. Comeback City, 6.85% winner. 17 points at halftime. Wow. Congratulations to Woody on your getting a little achievement there. He might be joining us right now. We still got 22 viewers in here. I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that follow button so you don't miss a moment here of any of our action, as we've got, Game of the Weeks, franchise. We're actually going to have one game after this one, probably in about 15 minutes. The Panthers versus the Bears. I'm going to get your final thoughts on these two games. Jesse, I'm going to start with you first. Your final thoughts on these two upsets we've seen on Better League Network tonight.
I mean, tremendous game by both Wozy and King. I mean, for them to both come in underdogs and upset Hero Austin and Dan. I mean, just great game performance by both of them. I mean, I know that we saw the first game before the desync, Wozy was up 9-3, but to come back after that first desync and be down 20-10 and score 24 unanswered points in the end of the third and fourth quarter to take the win, I mean, that's very impressive. And then King's dominating performance over Dan today, that was also very impressive. I mean, but that's what wild card weekend's all about. I mean, any team can win, any team can create an upset. I know that we've had a lot of upsets today. The only game I don't agree with technically being an upset was Justin and Morty. I know that Justin was a higher seeding, but when it comes to skill-wise, I think that Morty has the advantage over Justin skill-wise. I mean, he's been here a lot longer, multiple Super Bowl victories, Super Bowl appearances. I mean, he's got all the accolades. I didn't think that was as much of an upset as a lot of people think, but still, the upsets today with Wozy and King, those were, I mean, great games by both of those guys.
Ben, your thoughts?
Yeah, Jesse, I think you hit the nail on the head. Absolutely. I would give Justin a little bit more credit, even though he doesn't have the bling that Morty does. But nevertheless, these two NFC games, I don't think anybody really saw it coming, to be quite honest, either outcome, especially and even in this Bucks game, Wozy really kind of controlled it, as we saw throughout the entire stream that was here on BLN. I mean, we had both of the teams that nobody really was given much of a chance absolutely dominate, which I think says a lot about both King and Wozy, and says a lot about BL as a whole.
For sure. And I actually have the settings still saved from the Super Bowl. So now I have Wozy's face cam up and ready to go, as it's nothing but smiles here from Wozy. Wozy, congratulations on your big win there as the 7 seed, first legitimate 7 seed, I'll say, in Better League history, while we had a little asterisk one last Madden. But first legitimate 7 seed to upset a 1 seed in Better League history. What, man, how you feeling?
I got two things. I got two things. The Platts did it. The Platts got me to where I need to be. And we want Bama, baby. That's what we want. We don't want Ben. We want Bama.
I'll let you guys each get one quick question in because we got to get rolling on the next stream. Ben, you got any questions for Coach Wozy here on his game?
No questions for Wozy. Don't want to give anything away in the game plan. Congratulations.
That's true. You guys will be matched up at some point, maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. Jesse, any questions for Coach Wozy here before we wrap it up for this session?
Yep. Two questions. First of all, what was your mindset going into the third quarter down 10 to 20? What was your thought process? And, what was your game plan to try to come back from that deficit?
So something that you guys didn't see on stream before I came in here and was live streaming it to here, because the reason I came in here and was live streaming was because Streamlabs takes up too much internet. And this is an alternative. And I was hoping you guys would pick up, and it did, and it was perfect. But I want to get onto that. So it was 3-20 at halftime, and I got the ball back with about 46 seconds left, and I was defeated. I was like, you know what? This sucks. I'm going to just chuck it. I threw a pick, and luckily when I threw it down, I got a big catch by Mike Evans, and then I went for the end zone, and he picked it off. So it could have been a 10-20 at half, but it ended up being 3-20, and I got the ball at half, went down, scored, made it 10-20. At that point, Saquon was he was like 10 rushes for 70 or 80 yards. Like, he was already cooking compared to the first game that we played. I had him, 10 rushes under 10 yards. But, I was really just focusing on Saquon. I watched him come out in Wildcat multiple times. He couldn't figure out what he wanted to do with Brady or Danny Jones. It was nice seeing Brady again in the playoffs and actually realizing why we didn't need him. But the mindset was, I've played Austin before. I'm 1-0 against him, now 2-0 against him in Madden 21. So I kind of understand how he plays. Actually, no, maybe I'm 2-1. I think I may have lost to him earlier in the season, but regardless, it was the stop Saquon game and make him start passing. And I think he had a couple picks here. Let me check. Yes, he had 2 picks with Daniel Jones. So, he was using a multiple quarterback set. He couldn't get it done with Brady. He needed somebody quick. And Danny Jones just doesn't have the passing stats there. So it was just really, contain the run game. And when I did that, he was done for. He was shut down. It's GG's to Austin. I mean, he's one of the best players I've ever played in Madden. And to come up with a victory like this is huge.
Congratulations again to Wozy. I'm sorry, Jesse, did you have another question for him?
It was just real quick. How much did Bud Light pay you for the sponsorship?
Not enough.
Congratulations, Wozy, on your victory. And now you'll be traveling to Levi Stadium in the Bay Area to go against San Francisco and Benjamin, who happens to be in here. So good luck to you guys next week. Everybody that's still here, we still got 24 viewers here right now. Stay tuned. They're going to be cutting the stream just so Connor can get himself set up. But shortly, probably in about 10 minutes, we'll have Panthers going against myself, the Bears, in another NFC game. So stay tuned. Congratulations again to King. Congratulations to Wozy. Congratulations to Morty. And I think that's all the games that happened today. Congratulations to Scranton Austin on his win as well. The only non-upset win. I'll say it again. Connor Rice letting us down. But congratulations to everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned as we're going to have Connor Rice and I believe little Alex doing the next game. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Wozy. Thank you, Dan, for both of you guys coming in for your post-game interviews. Hope you all have a fantastic night. Stay tuned, and we'll be back shortly.